Hey guys, here's a quick tutorial on how to organize your waypoints in BaseCamp after you've went on your route drive and pinged all of your sites. First, let's get a quick lay of the land. Here in the upper left-hand corner is the library list and the My Collection folder. This is going to be where you're organizing all of your waypoints eventually, but we'll get there in 1 second. Below that is your device list. Here's where you're going to see your device once it's plugged in. Here we have the Diesel 560, the truck Garmin, plugged in. Below that is going to be an internal storage folder. If you click there, here in the data list, you're going to see all the points you pinged while out on your route drive. Up here in the top toolbar is a couple of helpful tools. Here is your activity profile. You're going to want to always make sure you're on driving. Next to that is your map selection tool. You're going to always want to make sure that you're on the City Navigator North America map. This map is using the satellite imagery from your GPS device to produce the map you see here. Below that, the global map is kind of a skeleton map that BaseCamp is going to use by default. It's way less detailed, and most of your sites actually won't be on there. So you're going to want to make sure, again, they're using the City Navigator North America map to work here. Next is the pan tool. If you double click on there, you can move your map around. Next to that is the zoom tool. You can use this to zoom in and out of your map. Or you can do two other things. You could simply scroll with the scroll wheel on your mouse, or you can hover over the triangle in the left-hand corner on the map to pan or zoom in and out. Next to that is your select tool. That's what you're going to use to move any of your waypoints around that are on the map. Now, let's start organizing our waypoints. The very first thing you're going to want to do is go to the library list and click on the My Collection folder. You're going to right-click there and create a new list folder. You're going to name this the year and name of your city. For this example, we'll use the Santa Barbara event. Next, in the folder you just created, you're going to create 3 new lists. First one is going to be your key sites. You're going to name it anchor sites. Next is going to be your day 1, and after that is going to be your day 2. Again, we're clicking on the folder we just made, right-clicking, and doing New List. Once you have those 3 folders created, you're going to go to your internal storage folder. Click there, and again, here's all of the stuff you pinged out on the route. You're going to organize all of your points into the lists. You can do this by right-clicking or simply dragging and dropping. We'll put lunch day 1 into day 1. We'll put lunch day 2 into day 2. So on and so forth. You're going to continue to do this until all of your sites are in their correct folders. If you don't want to drag and drop, you can also click on a site, right click, send to, and put it in the correct folder. Now that we have all of our waypoints organized in the correct lists, we're going to double check. We'll see that Santa Barbara anchor sites are in the anchor sites. Day 1 is in day 1, and day 2 is in day 2. Before you export this file, you're going to want to do 2 more things. First is make sure that all of the names of your sites match the naming conventions in the Garmin instructions document. You're going to always want to make sure that you're doing the site closing ceremony dash the name of the site, Carpinteria State Beach, so on and so forth. Quick stop A dash El Caro Park. If you did not name this exactly the way it is or it needs to be on your Garmin, no worries. You can always double click on the site itself and edit the name here in the properties window. Once all of your lists have the correct names of your sites, you're going to want to make sure that all of your sites have the correct markers on there. For your key sites, we're going to want to make sure that we're using a blue flag. For all of our day 1 sites, we're going to want to use a green number 1, and for all of our day 2 sites, we're going to want to use a green number 2. Again, you're going to go into the list, and you're going to click on each site to open the properties window. Here's where you're going to find all of the fun symbols. Again, for our anchor sites, we're going to want to make sure that we're using a blue flag. Click on the flag and X out, and it'll change. You're going to continue to do this again until all of the sites are correct. For your day 1 and day 2 sites, same thing. Double click. For day 1, you're going to want to use the green number 1. You're going to do this again for every single site. And day 2, you want to use the green number 2. Now that all of our sites are correctly marked, we'll double check. Anchor sites all have a blue flag. All of our day 1 sites have a green 1. And all of our day 2 sites have a green 2. This is a very important step because once we export, your folders are actually going to go away, and the communications manager, when they're uploading all of your sites to every GPS, is going to have to remake the lists. So this will make it so much easier for them to just drop day 2 sites and day 2, day 1 and day 1, so on and so forth. Once we've double checked again that all of the flags are there and numbers are there, and all of our sites are in the correct folders, and named correctly, we're going to export our folder. We're going to do that by clicking on the Santa Barbara folder. We're going to go to File, Export, Export 2013 Santa Barbara. You're going to want to make sure that it's, again, named 2013 Santa Barbara, and always make sure you're saving it as a GPX file, which is a GPS exchange format. Then select where you want to save it. I'll throw mine on my desktop and click Save. From here, you are pretty much done. You're going to send that GPX file to me, JT, and I will make sure that that all gets edited up and sent over to our communications manager, who's going to upload them to all of our GPS devices.